Time now for your favorite segment and mine. My panel will discuss who won the week. Back with me, Jason, Nayyera, and Anushay. Anushay, who won the week?
I would have to say who won the week was the Dutch journalist who caught U.S. Ambassador Piek Hoekstra in a very embarrassing lie about the no-go zones in the Netherlands because there's so many scary Muslims over there. And as funny as this viral clip was, it's also really disturbing to see how far Donald Trump's lies have gone. You know, this whole thing about Muslim no-go zones was first peddled by Donald Trump in 2015 about London and Paris.
Yeah.
And so it's scary to see how far it's gone. But also, when the ambassador tried to backtrack, he tried to use another phrase of Donald Trump's, which was, oh, that's just fake news. So it's funny, but it's also disturbing to see that our highest diplomats that represent America on the international stage are just spreading Trump's lies.
Okay, well, let's look at it. We actually have that clip, I am told by my fabulous producers. Let's play the clip.
Speaking of threat, at one point you mentioned in a debate that there are no-go zones in the Netherlands and that cars and politicians are being set on fire in the Netherlands.
I didn't say that. That is actually an incorrect statement. Yeah, we would call it fake news.
Chaos in the Netherlands. There are cars being burned. There are politicians that are being burned. And yes, there are no-go zones in the Netherlands.
You call it fake news. Obviously,
I didn't call that fake news. I didn't use the word this today.
no?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I did.
Okay, I think...
Oops.
Okay, that Dutch journalist face actually wins the week.
Yes, it does. Yeah, he was like, you just said that. Okay, I love it. That's great. Okay, Nayyera, who won the week?
I think Time Magazine is not only winning this week, but the last couple of weeks. They came out with the Person of the Year, the silence breakers on the Me Too movement. They also broke the story on Me Too National Security, which is a letter signed by more than 200 women talking about issues of sexism and harassment in national security sector. And then this week, they came out with this beautiful cover for Ava DuVernay, who's one of the few, if only, I think, black female directors out there for her new movie, Wrinkle of Time. And just look at that cover. It has women, different ages, different ends of the color spectrum, ethnicities. Very, very excited to see this movie come out and glad to see that Time Magazine is honoring women this way.
Yeah, I was a little salty that they didn't include Gretchen Carlson in that Me Too article because she was the first person that really blew the whistle on what was happening at Fox. I think that was a big omission, but I'll give you this week's cover was really quite good. All right, that's a good answer. Jason Johnson, can you top the ladies? Who won the week?
I could not, because I'm sure that would be a problem in this Me Too world we're in now.
That's
I've
correct.
not topped anyone
Good
yet.
answer, Jason.
There we go. Best answer of the year. Look, believe it or not, despite massive incompetence and lack of investment and tons of other issues, the Democrats have actually won the week.
No.
Because one thing that you cannot beat, despite whatever kind of party incompetence exists, you cannot beat history, you cannot beat Father Time. The polling numbers that have come out this week, capped off by the lack of popularity for the Republican tax bill, the Democrats are going to win next year. They are almost incapable of screwing up the lead that they have now. There has not been this much of a generic ballot lead for an entire party a year before a midterm election in almost 40 years. The Democrats win the week, and all they have to do is sit back, be quiet, don't become a circular firing squad, and they'll win.
And you know what? They can even mess that up, Jason. You know the Democrats pretty well. They'll figure out how to mess up sitting down and being quiet because you know how they roll. But you're right. They are almost incapable of not. The history is behind them. The energy is behind them. Like you said, just put up good candidates, good quality candidates. They should be fine. All right, that's true. And yet all of you are wrong. Because who actually won the week this week is Santa. Santa won the week. This is Santa's week, right? We had Santa on earlier. I know it. Right, and children, I know him. He's real. His name is Larry. He did a little promo for us earlier in the show. And Santa this week, there was a couple of authors who decided to solve the question of whether whether Santa is black or white. And these two people, one is named Daniel Kibblesmith, and he is a writer for one of the nightly shows. You guys tell me what show it is. Stephen Colbert. He's a writer for Stephen Colbert, and his partner, Jen Ashley Wright, they tweeted the following: "Me and Jen Ashley Wright have decided our future child will only know about Black Santa. If they see a white one, we'll say that's his husband." This is, of course, touched off a lot of anger on the right over this book that is essentially trolling the war on Christmas. There it is. It's Santa's husband. And it's saying that when you see white Santa, it's black Santa's husband. And I will just say, kids, listen, Santa is real. He takes all the credit for those presents under your tree. Maybe your parents should get a little bit of the credit, but Santa is real. And, you know, the reality is that if as crazy as I am, I can find a husband, Santa can too. Because Santa can do anything. He's magical. He flies around with flying reindeer, and one of them has an electric nose, which is physically impossible because he's magic. He can be anything.
Exactly.
And lastly, Santa has also, Black Santa is an emoji. And I want to answer the question of why he is sad. There was a story this week about whether white Santa's emoji is happy and black Santa's emoji is sad. And children, the answer to that is that black emoji Santa is not sad. He just knows what time it is. And times are serious. Serious time, kids. Merry Christmas. Jason Johnson, Nayyera, and Anushay Houssain, happy holidays to all.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That was awesome.